Okay, so you probably use ChatGPT or another AI provider to write you some code for your project, but in this video, I'm going to show you how to directly integrate Claude with Unity AI Assistant to let the AI work directly inside your project. And this is what we will use to build here this simple first-person shooter into prompt. Then, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to use it for more advanced tasks like building a VR game with the Meta MCP. If you'd like to support my work, join our growing community on Patreon. You can find source code of my project and exclusive content over there. The link is in the description. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we are on an empty Unity project, and the first step to get started with AI inside Unity is to go to Windows, Package Manager. This will open the Package Manager, and if we go to Unity Registry, we need to search for Unity AI Assistant, but it's not available here right now because it is still a pre-release package. So you can actually easily add it simply by its name by clicking on the plus button, install package by name, and here we need to write com.unity.ai.assistant. Let's click on install. There we go, now the assistant is installed in our package. We can close this window, and as you can see, we have a new icon showing here with AI, and if we click on it, well, in my case, my project is not cloud connected, so we actually need to click on select a cloud project. This should open the settings with the services here where we can select an organization, in my case, Valem Studio. We can select create a new cloud project and then click here on create a new cloud project. There you go, this will connect us to Unity services. Now, if we close this window, we can go back to AI and this should open here a list of things we can do with it. And the thing that we want is to open the assistant. There we go, this will open here the Unity AI Assistant. And from this point on, we can actually connect to Unity services to start asking some prompt to the Unity directly. But in my case, you can see that I have insufficient point and I actually need to click over there. This will actually send me to the Unity dashboard. And once connected, this is where we can add some tokens or even start a free 30-day trial. And this will allow us to directly use Unity AI inside here its assistant. But another great feature of the Unity AI Assistant is that we can also use another AI provider. And in the case of this tutorial, we are going to use Claude. Claude is another AI provider, and basically we are going to use Claude for two reasons. The first one is that it is good at handling large and complex projects. And then Claude Code is an agentic tool, which means that it doesn't just suggest code, it can actually read your file, make some edit in your scene and all of that, which is very cool. So let's get started with Claude, link it to this project and see how we can use it with our assistant. Okay, so to get started with Claude, we are going to need to download Claude Code. And as you can see, there is multiple ways that we can do so. We can install it through the terminal, through the desktop application, even through VS Code or JetBrains. But in my case, I think the simpler method is to use Claude Code for desktop. Now, keep in mind that this actually requires a pro subscription, which costs a little bit of money, but I believe that using Claude Code through the terminal is free. But in my case, I'm going to use Claude Code for desktop as this is the simpler approach. So let's click over there on download the application. And then in my case on download for Windows. Okay, here we go. As you can see, the desktop application is downloaded and I was also able to sign in with my pro subscription. And this will allow me to directly use Claude Code inside this desktop application by clicking over there on the third tab, Code. Okay, so at this point, we need to navigate to where our Unity project is. We can click on this little icon, add another folder. And there you go. Once we are inside our Unity project, we can select this folder. And now it means that Claude has access to all of our project file. So let's actually ask him this question. Hey, do you have access to the Assistant Unity project? And there we go. As you can see, yes, indeed, it has access to the AI Assistant project and can see the project structure with the asset, package, project settings, and all of that. But let's maybe ask a simple question. What's inside the current scene that is opened? And there we go. It is also able to see that inside our scene, we have the main camera, the direction light, and a global volume, as you can see. So let's try to work with it. Let's ask, can you build me a simple first-person character controller using Unity new input system. You can also in the scene a ground as well as some blockout element made out of cube to test the controller. Also, the character controller needs to jump. Okay, and here you go. Look at this. After running some Unity commands, well, we have something happening in your Unity project. Well, Claude was able to not only create a script with here the FPS controller, but also an input action. And he was able to create a player with a first-person camera. But also, as we can see, it did the job of setting up a very simple blackout scene where we are going to test this. But wait, because something else also is happening. We also have here a window with new MCP connection. And that's actually surprising. I didn't know that this would automatically pop up. But let's simply click on allow here in this case. And let me tell you what MCP is. So at this point, Claude can read our project file, script, folder, assets. But the bridge between Unity and Claude is not very easy. And that's what MCP are for. MCP are basically bridges between the AI and here Unity. And actually, in our case, now that we've allowed this, we can go to Edit, Product Settings. And there, if we go under with Unity MCP server, we can see that the Unity bridge is running with here Claude code and that it is accepted. Now, just to give you an example here, I actually asked Claude if what Unity MCP is and if it was currently working on the project. And for the previous task of creating a first-person camera, as you can see, it was able to create some things without it, but because Unity MCP wasn't working, it wasn't able to add a player input component and had to work around by creating its own. But now, of course, one thing is missing and it is to try this, so let's click on play. And there you go, guys. As you can see, it works. We can move around with our first-person camera created by Claude inside our level, also made by it. And as you guys can see, everything works well. And now, from that point on, feel free to have fun with it, adding new functionalities to your game simply by writing some prompt. For example, I can go back and ask, can you spawn random enemy over time in the scene? They should have a red material, and I also want to be able to fire a bullet in the direction of the camera when I left click. The enemy should disappear if he gets hit by the bullet. And here we go, the job is done. Now let's go back to Unity, save. As you can see, we now have an enemy spawner and we have 4 more scripts with the bullet, the enemy spawner and the shooter. And if I click on play, I now have a basic game where I can shoot around some bullet to enemies spawning randomly. Okay, so here it is. You learn how to use the power of Claude directly inside your project. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe to not miss the next one, where we will use it for more advanced feature like mixed reality. So if you'd like to support my work, join us on Patreon, where you can also find source code of my project and exclusive content. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching and see you soon.